if you look at the types of suggestions, again we do what is called a SWOT analysis. When we look at SWOT analysis, good human resources, there are 356 oilseeds growers cooperative societies. There are so many individuals as members covering 2263 villages, has a manufacturing competence, has a processing plant at Hospet in Bellary, that plant has a capacity of 250 tons per day groundnut crushing, a 50 TPD sunflower crushing capacity, and another 100 TPD solvent extraction plant, and a 50 tons per day of continuous refinery. So the Raichur Regional Union has an oil processing unit or oil processing plant at Raichur with facilities 140 oilseeds crushing, 70 solvent extraction, then 20 refinery and 100 cottonized preparatory section. What is the type of cost advantage that this OGCS has? KOF and its regional unions have reduced its administrative overheads to the tune of 35% and also reduced the manpower strength by implementing VRS, and almost 25% of the manpower is reduced. These are data which was made available toward 2014, nearly end of 2014. The situation might have improved further. What is the type of weaknesses that you can look at? The type of weaknesses is the primary objective of this cooperative organization is the welfare of its members. So, several ineffective programs can be easily weeded out. So, this is though it can be easily weeded out, what will happen? Some of its members still want that program. There will be administrative blockades. So, though you know a program is not very effective, you cannot easily weed out this program. Then there is politics, heavy influence and interference from governments and politicians in the internal affairs. Then it's a narrow production line. You are looking at only oil seed based products. You are not looking at any other products. So what are the types of opportunities that you can think of for this? As can be seen through these two diagrams, oil seed demand is increasing. However, domestic supply is not growing fast enough. So there is a substantial increase, to means there is an untapped market potential which this KOF can tap into. Then what is the type of threats? So KOF is a cooperative society, operating on the cooperative model. You can expect competition. So for Hopcoms, you are having competition from Big Bazaar, Reliance Fresh and all these players. Similarly, you can have competition for this KOF as well. So now what is happening? You are having competition from several private players. It is Marico, Agrotech Products, that is the Sundrop. So all these types of players are also giving this OGCS very tough competition. Then the other threat is increase in foreign competition. Now you are getting so many other brands. So this Cargill entered Indian markets with brands like Gemini. So that is also available in the marketplace. It also poses a very serious competition threat to this OGCS. So this is a type of typical analysis on this corporate analysis for this OGCS. And what is the type of corporate strategy this KOF is presently adopting? If you look at it, the brand of this KOF is what is called Suffer. They market this brand as Suffer and they say it is a double filtered groundnut oil. Double filtered groundnut oil. So many times when people consume groundnut oil, especially in the middle plus age group, they are more worried about the type of heart problems it might create. Okay, in addition to the weight and all that. So for this Safal says their product is a double filtered groundnut oil, not to greatly worry about that. Similarly, it is also catering into edible oils to major factory canteens, both private and public sectors in and around Bangalore. You find this Safal used in most of the public sector kitchens. Then has strong distribution network all over Karnataka. So when you have this type of network, they contribute to the they are the real backbone of this FMCG marketing. Some more information is given. KOF markets edible oils under the corporate brand name of Shuffle in consumer packs. Shuffle is refined filtered groundnut oil. Then Shuffle Sun Gold is on sunflower oil. Shuffle Premium is on refined sunflower oil. Simply Shuffle stands for pure coconut oil. There is also one more Shuffle which is on pure farm fresh peanuts. So this is in other words, this is the whole objective is to establish a brand equity through this Shuffle. So explanations are given in this slide on each of the ones which are mentioned earlier, whether it is the double filtered groundnut oil or the Sun Gold refined sunflower oil or the Shuffle pure coconut oil, and it also gives some of their characteristics, reason why the consumer can have a better deal. So though the ultimate choice is left to the end consumer, the company is trying its best to market its products so that the consumer can appreciate these products. So if you look at the performance of this OGCS as of 31st March 2014, its paid up capital was 179.12. All these figures are in rupees lakhs. As of 31st March 2014, paid up share capital amounted to 179.12 lakhs. The turnover was something like 19,221.25, again in lakh rupees. The purchase was 15,282, giving this OGCS a profit of 746 lakh rupees. 746 lakh rupees. So basically operating at about 7.5 crores profit as of 31st March 2014, might have improved further. So with all this, what is the type of recommendation you can think of? There is a good demand for oil represented by these figures. If you really see, 37.4% of net oil consumption is coming from Hubli Dharwad in the state. Hotel customers, sweet marts and retailers are the major buyers, constituting 55.85%, 17.83% and 15.5% respectively. That is the type of figures that you are getting with respect to hotel customers, sweet marts and retailers. When you look at the palm and groundnut oil, again most consumed among the 5 types of edible oil, and for groundnut oil, all other types of oil used by customers were branded. KOF can focus on other oil producing plants like palm. This is the type of recommendation that comes in. Then most customers who are aware of Shuffle or Sun Gold are under the impression that these brands meant for domestic consumption, not commercial. So what is this? What is the type of implication it can have? So you are not able to transfer bulk quantities. So the bulk quantities should be put with greater efforts to markets. They would yield greater and instant sales. So some promotional aspects are mentioned here. You can give a credit facility to these different consumers, door-to-door sales. Then look at unawareness of the products of KOF is what the survey brings out. So what is required is you should have, that is a consumer should be given a good exposure to all these types of products of KOF. So it can be through newspaper insertions or pamphlets or whatever, or it can be through road shows. Similarly, their self-spacing should be well planned and should be maintained for the outlets, since it influences the buying behavior of customers. The next one is, as the competitors have come with strategies in a competition always competitor comes out with strategies. So what is required is the company should be proactive first. If not proactive, at least it can counter react to these strategies. So these retailers can be, their margins can be increased because they can be trusted upon to give you a good market share. At most stress should be given to promotions and KOF products with the aid of media like TV, advertisements, road shows, etc. So give a good promotion to this and make the packaging also more attractive. So when we are discussing the candy marketing, so I mentioned these candy packages are very attractive in the outlets. It is giving you the picture of a child, and on the top of this it is telling the child, I'm waiting for you, all those types of things. So then they mention 3 for the price of 2 or 4 for the price of 3. So which generally the elders will give in to the demands of the child. Majority of the market is being price sensitive. Pricing strategies can be effective. KOF should continue door-to-door procurement and find ways to improve it. So it is not just enough to, if you go door to door, send a large number of KOF people door to door to these oilseeds growers places. Should find out a better method by which the speed or the time taken for this whole process can be curtailed. So these are some points which are mentioned in response to the questions that have been asked in the case. In the next class, I will give you a word presentation where these points are expanded further. I will stop here. Thank you.